Good day, everyone! Today I'll be presenting to you my Marxist criticism and feminist criticism on my favorite movie of all time, Titanic, the third highest grossing movie in history by James Cameron. Now, first, let's delve into my Marxist criticism. James Cameron's epic film Titanic not only unfolds a tragic love story, but also serves as a powerful canvas depicting the socio-economic realities of the early 20th century. The structure of the ship itself becomes a microcosm of the societal class divisions prevalent during that era. Rose and Carl embody the bourgeoisie, the upper class wielding economic power and privilege. Their opulent lifestyle aboard the Titanic symbolizes the excesses of the elite. Cole's position of the heart of the ocean diamond further underscores his wealth and dominance. Now, in contrast, Jack Dawson represents the proletariat, the working class subjected to economic disparity. Jack's humble origins and artistic pursuits position him as an outsider to the world of wealth and privilege. His presence in the upper class realm is not by choice but a result of circumstances, specifically winning a third-class ticket in a poker game. Jack's artistic talents highlight the proletariat struggle for individual expression and self-realization within a system that prioritizes the economic elite. Moreover, Titanic portrayals of the ship's elevator becomes a powerful symbol of socio-economic hierarchy. First-class passengers, embodying wealth and luxury, enjoy the privilege of three elevators, highlighting their abundance and exclusivity. Middle-class passengers in a position between opulence and constraint are provided with only one elevator, indicating a third system of convenience. Now, meanwhile, the lower-class passengers are entirely denied elevator access, relegated to using stairs, symbolizing the marginalized status and exclusion from the amenities enjoyed by the upper class and middle class. This intentional design reinforces the structured social hierarchy prevalent on the ship. Furthermore, there's also an exploitation of labor in the engine room. Scenes in the engine room depict the grueling labor endured by the lower class workers. Their exploitation serves as a metaphor for the commodification of labor in capitalist systems, where the toll of working class contributes to the comfort and opulence enjoyed by the upper class. Furthermore, the sinking of the Titanic in James Cameron's film served as a poignant metaphor for the persistence of class divisions, even in the face of a shared catastrophe. Now, first-class passengers are afforded priority in boarding lifeboats. The film depicts scenes where lifeboats are not filled to capacity, especially with first-class passengers. This decision places the first-class passengers in a more advantageous position for arrival compared to those steerage. As the disaster unfolds, steerage passengers representing the working class face numerous obstacles for accessing lifeboats. Barriers such as blockades and restricted passageways hinder the chances of reaching safely promptly. In a nutshell, I passionately advocate for a world where the boundaries of social classes dissolve, and every individual is granted equal opportunities, especially in the moments of catastrophe. Just as the Titanic tragedy unfolded, revealing the stark divisions between classes, my vision is for a global society where privilege and disadvantage are mere relics of the past. Let's create a world where the distinction between the working class and bourgeoisie fade away, replaced by a harmonious vision of equal opportunities for all. Now, let's dive into my feminist criticism. As the film commences with the character of Rose Dawson, the lens shifts to a woman grappling with the societal constraints of her time. Rose emerges not merely as a passenger on the Titanic, but as a symbol of the constrained agency and limited choices afforded to women in the early 1900s. In Titanic, Rose's engagement to Cole Huxley serves as a focal point for examining societal constraints on femininity. Cal, representing the upper echelons of society, embodies the expectations placed on women during the early 20th century. The engagement was arranged, emphasizing the societal norms that dictated a woman's role in adhering to the familial and class expectations. Rose's engagement to Cal is not born out of love or personal choice, but is orchestrated by her family for financial reasons. Rose, a symbol of many women of her time, is expected to prioritize the financial stability of her family over her own emotional well-being. Moreover, Cal's physical aggression towards Rose is a stark representation of domestic violence and the abuse of power within relationships. This scene exposes the darker side of a traditional gender roles, where men, especially those of higher social standing, feel entitled to control and punish women. It contributes to the broader feminist critique of how patriarchal structures perpetuated violence against women and limits ability to assert independence. Furthermore, the conversations around the dinner table predominantly involves topics deemed suitable for men, such as business, politics, and societal affairs. Now, women, including Rose, are often excluded from these discussions or are expected to participate only to superficially, emphasizing the subtle perception that their intellectual contributions are of a lesser value. Other than that, Rose's mother's disapproval of her smoking mirrors the societal expectations of women's behavior during the early 20th century. Smoking was often considered inappropriate for women and associated with rebelliousness. This scene highlights the constraints on women's autonomy and scrutiny they face for deviating from prescribed gender norms. Rose's desire to smoke becomes symbolic of her yearning for personal agency and freedom. At the end of this movie, images of Rose engaging in activities like riding a horse signify her pursuit of experiences beyond societal expectations. This departure from traditional gender roles, where women were often confined to certain activities, symbolizes a feminist message of women embracing autonomy, exploration, and independence. Titanic, a timeless cinematic masterpiece, resonates with modern audiences like me, offering a profound message on feminism. In a nutshell, in a world that continues to grapple with gender norms, let us sail into the voyage of empowerment. Rose's journey transcends tragedy, symbolizing the resilience and strength in every woman. The call is clear. Let us break from societal constraints, just as Rose did, embracing our independence, pursuing diverse experiences, and rewriting our narratives. Titanic beckons us to be the captain of our destinies, navigating the seas of equality and inspiring others to sail alongside us in the pursuits of a more inclusive and women-empowered world. So these were my Marxist criticism and feminist criticism on my favorite movie, Titanic. I hope you learned something about it.